Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. My name is Dan. If you're new here, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Ring the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, or if I go live. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on what you think of my content. Share my content with friends and family on other social media platforms. Anyhow, if you're returning, welcome back. It's good to see y'all. Okay, I'm going to start off tonight just by reminding everybody that this weekend, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I am going to be coming on live to do a surprise live giveaway. Okay, so you need to watch for your notifications as to when I've gone live. I'll be giving away EDC and a few other things. Anyhow, I want to talk about the academic community in America and the far left propaganda that they teach in these schools now. Recently, I watched a Fox News article on Hannity where they were interviewing a Mayomi Park. She's a defector from North Korea. Okay, she's like in her early 20s. She escaped North Korea and came to America, and she was attending Columbia University. Okay, and the things that she has told about what happened there, she says that the propaganda and the oppression and just all of that is just as bad in our universities as in North Korea. Okay, so what is that saying about our universities and our society as a whole, really? If they're just as bad as the propaganda and the oppression and all of that from North Korea. I mean, this woman escaped from a total tyrannical dictatorship, okay, and she came here looking for freedom and, the American dream. But when she got here and she went to our college system to get an education, she was taught that Americans are bad people. That our nation is oppressive and racist and all of that. Okay, she gave an example when one of her professors asked her who her favorite authors were. She said Jane Austen. Okay, and she got admonished by her professor because her professor was saying that Jane Austen's books were colonialist, they were racist, bigoted, etc. And I mean, they asked who her favorite author was, and now you're going to yell at this woman because she liked the writings of this author. Okay, and then she goes on to tell about how she had to start censoring her speech, how she talked and what she said in the college because of the oppressive nature of not only the professors but of the left-wing students and so forth. And how she basically had to go along with the program in order to graduate. Okay, now she said that this is just as bad, if not worse, with the brainwashing that is going on in the college settings, what they're being taught She called it just like it is. It is indoctrination, just like it was. She said just like it was in North Korea. She gave an example of how in North Korea they had to refer to Americans as American bastards, and they even had a math problem in grade school where the teacher would ask them, if you have 4 American bastards and you kill 2, how many more do you have to kill? And they had to answer 2 more American bastards. Does that sound familiar? If you don't answer the way that the left in this country want you to answer, then you are punished. You are exiled and so forth. You're canceled. Okay. And she was talking about how, in North Korea she was sold into sex slavery, and how she escaped through the desert and came to America expecting it to be the dream, only to find that it is becoming more and more every day like the country that she left, North Korea. She was telling how once she spoke up in this country about what's going on in the colleges, that she started getting death threats from Leninists and Marxists and those on the left. Okay, the cancel culture. They started sending her death threats because she spoke out and spoke up against what is happening in our school systems, the indoctrination, the hatred of our own people, our own culture, the lies of racism and so forth, the class system that is being portrayed. She went on to talk about how originally North Korea, the original intent was supposed to be that everybody would be equal, that it would be a utopian society, nobody would be better than anybody else. And now she says that there are over 50 different classes in North Korea, and each class is different, and it's based on what your great-great-grandfather did. Okay, does that sound familiar? We're being judged on stuff that our ancestors did, and it may not even have been our ancestors. I mean, hell, my family's been here for a long time, but I know that I've done the research on my family. We've never owned any slaves, but yet I am lumped in as a white supremacist, a slave owner, an oppressor, all that kind of crap. Said the same thing happened over there in North Korea. So what does that say about our country and where we're headed? We are, the leftists in this country are steering us toward becoming another North Korea. They want equal everything. They believe everything should be divided amongst everybody equally. Well, that's the principle that North Korea was founded on. And you've seen where they're at. Is that what we want for this country? I mean, how long are we going to stand idly by and let these leftist nut jobs, and yes, they are nut jobs, how long are we going to let them dictate to us how we should live and try to make us feel guilty for something that we didn't do? That leads into the critical race theory. It's nothing more than the same propaganda that North Korea propagated to its own people. I don't know how many times I have to say how evil that is, to make children hate each other and hate themselves based on their skin color and based on history that they had nothing to do with. Okay? We need to put a stop to all of this bullshit. That 1619 project, it's nothing but a bunch of bullcrap. Native Voice did a great video this morning on it. On the critical race theory and the 1619 and all of that. you really need to go watch that video. It's really good. But these are the things that the left are propagating, that they want our society to become like North Korea's society. Sorry about that. Another truck just backed in over here. It's a little loud. But, you know, we keep letting these minority groups, you know, these groups of small people dictate our lives in this country. They you know, and honestly, a lot of them are white people doing this. You know, I have a lot of black friends. I talk to them all the time. They totally disagree with teaching critical race theory, you know, and all of that kind of crap. They are totally against it, you know. And recently there was an article, a news broadcast where they showed a black man that got up in front of the council and slammed critical race theory, telling him that nobody oppressed him. He got 2 doctorates, you know, or 2 degrees in the medical profession, I believe is what it was. And you know, how he worked his ass off to get where he was, and no white man or anybody else tried to hold him down. He did what he did because he put his mind to it, you know. And he said that people need to stop with the, you know, fake oppression bullshit. You know, you're not oppressed by anybody else other than yourself. And I agree with him. I mean, you get out of life what you put into it. If you don't put the work into it, yeah, you're not going to get anything good out of life. But if you work at it and try every day to better yourself more and more, it don't matter what color you are, what religion you are, none of that, you will wind up with a better life. It is a matter of mindset, you know. But anyhow, I'm going to cut this video here. Let me know what you think about this. I mean, this woman escaped from an oppressive regime, and she says that now in our American society that we are mimicking what she escaped from in North Korea. So leave me a comment below. In the description below this video, you will find links to my email if you'd like to email me. There are links to support my channel if you choose to do so, as well as my P.O. box if you want to write me a letter or whatever. Like I said before, this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I'm not telling you which day it's going to be. I'm going to have a surprise live broadcast where I will be giving away EDC bags and a few other things. You have to have that bell ring in order to get those notifications when I go live. So make sure you're subscribed and rung that bell. You don't want to miss out on this. I have a lot of good stuff to give away here. Anyhow, y'all have a good night. Stay safe out there. This has been Dan. God bless y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.